everyone, I thought I'd come on and show you what I've been up to, because I have been doing a few bits while I've been absent. I've been catching up with Shanuki Art's Deck the Year challenge. So you get a prompt a week, and for this week the prompt was rainbow. So that's that card. You can see the rainbow down the side there, and at the bottom it says celebrate the colours of life, and I've put a little cute dangle on there as well. So that was rainbow. The next one was bird, and for birds the quote I used was let your dreams be your wings. And on there we've got a little dangle with a leaf and a little bit of glitter on it, and then you can see the little cute bird there. So that's that one. Let your dreams be your wings. I tore the middle out of that card and then put the picture behind of the bird. I just really liked the idea of that. Yeah. Then the next one was song lyrics. This is song lyrics. I thought of a few song lyrics and then I couldn't find a picture that I liked to go with the lyrics I'd chosen. So I went with a oldie but a goodie. Raindrops keep falling on my head. And there you can see the little girl with the umbrella. And the background is done with a collage, and then I've sprinkled some little pearly accents on there as well to look like the rain. Then this one was happy scraps. So I made my happy scraps by putting strips of paper into a box and then spraying some of my favourite sprays onto it and shaking the box about. I added some pearly accents as well, and then I glued the strips onto the background and I put live life in full colour on a little tag. So that was my happy scraps. That was the prompt for that card. You'll have to forgive me if you've seen some of these already. I'm pretty sure you haven't, not the last ones anyway. This one, the prompt for this one was alphabet. So for this one, you can see I've got a letter in the background. You can see all the letters going around there. I've got a letter, I've got B, I've got T, I've got Q, and I've got I. Yeah, I like that. And then you can see all the other letters there as well. So that's my letters, or that was my alphabet card. And then the next one is flowers. And I love this saying that I've put with the flowers one, and it is, some see a weed, others see a wish. And it's about the dandelion clock, because the girl on the picture is blowing a dandelion clock, and you can see I put some brads down the side there, and I put the lovely flowers on there. Yeah, some see a weed, others see a wish. I like that. Yeah, and that prompt for that one was flowers. I need to really go through these and write on the back of them all, because they're not all written on the back of. Some of them it doesn't say what the prompt is or anything. This is one of my favourites. The prompt for this one was coffee, and I used some of my really fancy papers to make that. Really love it. The Stamperia ones, I believe. Yeah, love them. And it was quite popular in the group as well. Then the next card, the prompt for this one was chaos. And you can see it is very chaotic. It's got all sorts on it. It's got glitter and sprinkles, it's got fabric, it's got flowers, it's got a pig having a cup of tea, a spotty flying pig having a cup of tea. I was quite pleased with my chaos card. Yeah, and that has got the writing on the back. Yeah, I'm going to go through and make sure I write on the back of them all. Then this one, I tried using some embossing powder on it, but I'm not sure it was very successful. But the prompt for this one was stars, and I'm really happy with it, apart from, you know, I'm not sure the embossing powder quite worked, but I do like the sparkly effect that it gave. Love all the stars I've got on there, all the different ones. I like to, you know, there's nothing subtle about my cards, and you can tell straight away what the prompt is, because, you know, I'm not very subtle about it. I just go wham with it. This one was sweets, and I used some papers from Joey Cardmaker. Now, Joey Cardmaker usually once a month does a take and make folio, and you can print the folio and make it for free, and he'll show you in a video how to make it. So these papers were from one of his folios, a sweet shop one, and I absolutely love this card. Yeah, so the prompt for that one was sweets or candy. And then the last one I've done is zigzag. And then this week's prompt is feathers. I've started working on the feathers, but I haven't quite got inspired enough to finish it yet. Yeah, the prompt for this one was zigzag. Really pleased with it. I've zigzagged around the edge. I found the zigzag words. I've even done the definition of zigzag there, and I've found a hairstyle that's zigzag. So yeah, that was my zigzag card. As I say, there's nothing subtle about my prompts. I like to just go wham. So yeah, that was my catch up of the Deck the Year cards. I haven't done any more of the Deck the Year cards in the group, because last time I never got mine. I sent them off and I never got them back. So yeah, I've just stopped doing them. It really disappointed me. I was really upset about it. The lady couldn't help it. They got lost in the post. But, you know, I thought, oh, if that's going to happen, I'm just not going to do it. So I've stopped doing that one. So the next thing I'm doing is I'm working on a design team project for Be Happy Stationery. I'm on Be Happy Stationery's design team, and I'm making a journal out of 2 sets of her papers. So I've got Live Life in Full Bloom, and I've got Whimsical Autumn. And I'm using both of those sets. You can get both of these sets on her Ko-fi page. I'm using them both to make this journal. So I've started it, and I've been using, some of the envelopes were new, and some are, I'm sure that one opens at the top. Some are used. In fact, a lot of them, the white ones are all used ones. They're all junk mail envelopes. You can see I've got to put something on there. Yeah, I'm not quite finished, but I've nearly finished putting in all the papers. And then I'm going through and it'll be decorating then. So I've got a few pockets to add on to things. I've got things to put in. I'm going to trim the edges of every envelope so that it becomes a pocket. So it's going to be a massive journal when it's full. You can see some of these are bigger. I can just trim the whole top of that off to make it fit. But yeah, to fill it up, you can put loads in it, because you can put something in every envelope. Oh, that one's got stuck. And all of the envelopes are this nice big A5 size. In fact, maybe a bit bigger than A5. Yeah, a bit bigger than A5, I think. So yeah, that's, like I say, it's not finished, but I am working on it. And then I've also, in Junk Journal UK, I've been doing the Scraptember. Now, I'm a bit late with this, but I am doing it. So we have got the first prompt was to make the journal. I've done that. There's my journal. The second prompt was to make journaling cards. Now, I did make a journaling card, but I cannot for the life of me find it. It will turn up. So I've popped these in. These are some that I made a while ago, and I do really like them. So they're going to be used as journaling cards. I may cut them in half so that I've got, you know, 4 journaling cards instead of just 2. These are die cuts that I've put on and then I've painted over them. And then on this page, I didn't paint over them. I just left them as they were. And I'd painted the background as well. So that was that. And then the third prompt was to make a floating pocket. So this is my floating pocket. It's got a little tag in there and a tag in there. And the idea is you make it from scraps. So these are all little scraps I've had left over. That was something I found and thought, oh, I'll keep that. That was something I made for a project and I didn't use it. Then the next prompt, that's another journaling card. The next prompt, I believe, was get a postcard and make it into something fabulous. Well, here is my attempt at making an old postcard into something fabulous. It was a postcard of a village, like a village scene. What I did was I sanded the front of the postcard because it was shiny. Then I put gesso on it, so it's got a texture to it. And then I painted it blue at the top and green at the bottom. Then I printed these onto a separate sheet, coloured them all with watercoloured pencils, and then went over them with water to activate the paint. And then I fussy cut them all out and I glued and I put them on. And some of them are 3D standing up from the thing. I really love that. I'm really pleased with it. But really, you know, it's art with a capital F, that one is, yeah. But yeah, I do love how it's come out, but it honestly took me hours, and I mean hours, fussy cutting them. I mean, what possessed me, I do not know. But I do think that it does look really nice. You can see that it's 3D. Yeah, some of the ones in the front are 3D, and I love it. If you could see it in real life. Then the next one of the, well, I'm not sure I'm doing it in order. Another thing was to make your own washi tape. And to do this, I put sellotape onto paper and then tore it off. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? So beautiful and so easy to do. It literally took me less than a minute to do that one and this one. I love them both. So pretty. Really, really. Oh, Bert's having a go. Really pleased with those, and I will make more of them. Then the next one was to use some of your scraps, fold them up and make envelopes. So I've got 3 envelopes there that I did. And then finally was make some library cards to pop bits in. Oh no, I've missed that one, look. That was my specimen card. So there's my specimen card. I missed that one, didn't I? And then here is my library card. And this is one that I printed off, made up, and then covered it with scraps. That's the front of it. It's got, that is from an Edith Holden book. That is, I know it's only a tiny bit, but it is from an Edith Holden book. Yeah, I like this, and I will make a few more if I need them. So what I need to do now is to go through and, you know, pop them in. But yeah, I've got that's as far as I've got with that, and then I have a few more. You know, I'm going to just be carrying on doing those. I shall be carrying on doing the deck the year. I shall be making a cover for this journal, which I love, and I shall be you know, I've got my idea for the cover. I just need to make the cover, put it on, and then yeah, I shall have a journal. I need to cut the envelopes, some at the top, some at the side, I thought. Yeah, and then I need to finish decorating, and that will be done. That is my design team project. So yeah, I'm very busy getting things done. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.